Hello and good evening. My name is Catherine Kaplan from SEV Housing, and this is the lottery for the 48 affordable rental units at Hathon in Medway. And so we're going to get the lottery underway in just a few minutes. If you have any questions during this session, you can go ahead and unmute yourself or type them into the Zoom chat. And first, just want to give you some background information on the lottery, how many applicants applied, all of that. You don't have to write down any of this information because it will all be included in an email to all eligible lottery applicants that will be sent later on tonight. If you are part of the lottery, you should already have a lottery application number, and that will be in the form of a series of numbers. So in this case, it will be between A.001 and A.005. Let me know if you don't have that or if you forgot the number. There are a total of 48 affordable units. 5 completed applications have come in for the lottery. There are 19 one-bedroom apartments at Hathon. There was 1 completed one-bedroom application. There are 24 two-bedroom apartments, and there was 1 completed 2-bedroom apartment application. There are 5 3-bedroom apartments, and there were 3 completed 3-bedroom applications. So all households who have been approved for the lottery will be moving forward to process or to work with the leasing office on a lease application and to potentially, hopefully, rent one of these units. And that is because, clearly we have more units available than eligible applicants at this point. So I should also mention there were no households who indicated that they needed one of the mobility or sensory accessible units. And there was no one who qualified for the lottery who was local preference. So those units will be made available with the standard 1, 2, and 3-bedroom units. So since there's no households who qualified for local preference, I just need to do 1 drawing tonight. I'm not going to be calling anyone's name, and that's to protect everyone's privacy. We're just going to be calling that lottery number. So that's what you'll be listening for. For those of you who applied for a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, there is no one else who applied, or we had other applicants, but there was no one else who was eligible and got their information in on time. So you will be moving forward. You're going to be first on that waiting list. If you were the 1-bedroom applicant, you're going to be first on that waiting list. This lottery is really just a formality to help us create the waiting list. Same with the person who applied for the 2-bedroom unit. You're the only person on that waiting list. So you'll be moving forward and you'll be invited to complete the lease application and hopefully move forward to rent that 2-bedroom unit. If you're one of the 3-bedroom applicants, there are still more units than applicants that are eligible for this lottery. So you'll be moving forward, but there may be a couple people ahead of you depending on where your number is drawn tonight. So following the lottery, all households are going to be sent an email, which includes the next steps in the process. The waiting lists are also going to be attached to that email. You should get that tonight. And once you receive that, you'll be able to locate your number, see it on the waiting list. And you'll notice that everyone's lottery number is highlighted in green because you will all be invited to move forward in the process. That's what that shading is indicating. The leasing office, I want to mention too, has informed us that the units are expected to be ready for occupancy in February. So there's a couple of months delay here in getting the units ready. Tours are going to be beginning for the property though later on this month. So we were told that in mid-December, you should be able to tour the property and the units, but they will not be signing leases until February for the affordable units. So just keep that in mind for planning purposes and just as an FYI that you can expect a little bit of a delay after tonight. Sometimes when we do these lotteries, you can contact the leasing office the next day, but in this case, you can do that, but there's not going to be anything happening just yet in terms of lease signing. Like I said, the leasing office's contact information is also going to be given to you in the email that you received tonight, and your contact information will be shared with them as well. And you can go ahead from there and coordinate a tour, complete their lease application, which is going to include, credit checks, that sort of thing that you might expect with a lease application. And hopefully you'll be moving towards reserving one of the affordable units. So your placement on the waiting list, and this really only applies to those who are on the 3-bedroom waiting list, your placement on that waiting list determines when you'll be able to reserve a unit. So there's 5 3-bedroom apartments. The first person on that 3-bedroom waiting list is going to have the first choice of the unit. So if there's a unit that's in a location that you prefer over the other one, if you're the first person drawn that's a 3-bedroom or a 3-bedroom applicant, you'll have that first choice. It's important too to keep in mind that SEB has already found that your household is program eligible, but you haven't been found lease eligible yet by the leasing office. So you want to be sure that you don't give notice to your current landlord if you're renting, because we're not yet sure if you're qualified to rent at Hathon. And then also just a reminder that if you do end up renting any affordable unit, you do need to recertify your income each year with the leasing office. So we encourage you to maintain a income, asset, tax documentation file for as long as you're living in that unit. All right, so to move on to the lottery, I have the 5 lottery application numbers here. They're just on these note cards. I'll be holding them up to the screen so you can see them, and I'll be jotting down as I draw them. Are there any questions before I do that? All right, so I have all 5 of them here. I've already shuffled them up again. This is my lottery box that's next to me. I'll show you. And again, this is sort of just a formality in this case because we do have more affordable units than applicants. All right, so here's the lottery box right here. Just put them in there, move them all around, put the top on, try to keep it as random as possible. And the first number that I've drawn out here is 004. Again, I don't know which numbers coincide with which bedroom sizes, but that's what I'm sorting later. The second number here is 002. Zero, 003. 005. And then the final here is 001. So I've drawn all 5 numbers there. Like I said, I just need to sort them onto the waiting list. And I will be sending that email out to you later on today, and it'll give you more information on next steps, and it'll also show you your number on the waiting list so you can see where you fell if you are one of those 3-bedroom applicants. Any questions? All right, thanks so much and have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be in touch.
We can't